Hi, and welcome back to the final episode of QR code making and videos for your PE classroom. Again, I apologize for any speech issues. I'm still recovering, and just saying that because I get paranoid about my speech issues. But I'm going to go slow, and hopefully, we don't have any more. Okay, so we're going to talk about making QR codes, and there's 100 ways to do it online for free, and I like them, but I particularly like this app which makes it very cheap, easy, and does a really good job of making it customized. So we're going to go to QRbot. I got to look up the price, but I think I paid under $10 for this, and I really like it. This is one I made to refer people to my Donors Choose referral page. You go ahead and point a camera at it if you want to use my referral link, but I made this at the school and I put me in the middle in a doctor costume because of a project I did last year, and just to let people know that this is my referral link. I don't usually put my face in the links. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and create a link to our video that we worked on and made. Now, I posted the video to YouTube, and I'm not going to make a how-to post to YouTube. It changes all the time slightly, and you're better off just Googling how to do it. So I'm going to hit the plus sign in the top left. Let me be more verbal. This plus sign in the top left, I'm going to hit it. And it has many different options, and a lot of this stuff is usable. Like if you wanted to do a scavenger hunt in an outdoor area, say you're a suburban school with a big field, you could do location. We're not doing any of that today. We're going to go to website, top left. Now I'm going to paste in the URL to the YouTube page where I posted the video that we did in the earlier two demos. I'm going to hit create. We're only doing the final video, not the how-to video. Now I'm going to go to, let me take a second. We're done. We have a QR code. It works. You can print it up and put it on the wall. You can put it in the homework calendar. But we're going to go ahead and fancy it up a little bit. We're going to hit change. And there's all these different default formats. You could just make it a YouTube one if you wanted to show that it's YouTube. But I'm going to stick with a more traditional one. Let's start with this format right next to us. Now, first thing I'm going to do is show you guys that in the body you could change the layout of the patterns, and all these should be readable. I'm going to just keep it in the default. Second, you have these three cues around the corners. You could pick your favorite. I like this one. And now we're going to go to logos. This is the logo I used earlier. This is the one I use when I refer people to our school's Donors Choose page. I'm in negotiations with vendors in our school's neighborhood to promote our school's Donors Choose page to help teachers fund, not my personal page, but the school's page generally, or maybe a specific project for the school. So down here in let's go to step 3 first. We are going to add a new image. And when you click this plus sign with the ring around it, it brings up this menu where you go to camera, photos, files. I'm going to go to photos because I already imported the image. I took the screenshot from the first video and I brought it in. Now here you can see it has to fit in the square. So you could go to the top, the bottom, side. I'm going to try to keep the one tree pose in there too. And this is a good way for students on the spectrum, because I use simple art from OpenVizN, just to know what it's going to be when they open it. And I'm going to hit choose. So now you can see it's in the middle. And this is just a small cue. You could print these QR codes to a full page size and it'll be slightly more seeable. But this is just to give you a general idea. You could also show a picture of like the demo that shows like a yoga routine's about to happen, and it's going to show you a video of a whole routine. You could be very creative with this. You don't even have to send them to YouTube. You could send them to Google Classroom or other apps. Now, I don't like the colors around this, and usually when I do this, I keep the background white. You don't have to. The first option is change the background. See how it's all green and there's a white dot. The second one is to change the actual QR code between. And there's three options. When I'm doing slides for Donors Choose, I go to the Donors Choose homepage and I look up their RGB colors and I change them. But for today, I'm just going to make it black. Ooh, that looks much better. And then we go to these dots in the middle. And you know what? Let's make it more of a YouTube red. And you can look up the actual YouTube color. Today I'm just going to do red. Spectrum, you could put in the RGB code here. Ooh, I kind of like that. And next, finally, we could change the outer color, the those box colors. So you could do it to your school colors. You could keep black. This is the Donors Choose colors that I added, or one of the Donors Choose colors I added to the memory, and you could save them. So just to show you, if you go to Spectrum and you put in 3 colors, or you put in just a code, if you hit this Add button on the bottom row of colors, it adds it to your library. So you could save your colors and do it again and again. So you could add your school colors, you could do it to the theme of the sites you're using, whatever you want. Now I just hit save. Now we have a very fancy QR code that is customized to the video we made. And you might not like the colors I did for this demo. I kind of don't like the color of the Donors Choose purple and the red. So you could just go in and change it. You're not married to your original decisions. I'm gonna just keep the whole thing black around. Oops, I didn't save it correctly. Let me go in and do it again. Edit. And let's go to the round bits. And I'm gonna make black. Oh, good. And you know what? I did kind of like the inside in red, so I'm gonna just go to red. And you could do the official QR code, but I think this gives the idea that it's kind of sort of related to YouTube. Or it does for me personally, and since I'm the one who has to organize, it's fun. Now, another great thing about this is you could just send it. So I'm going to send it to my computer, Board of Ed email, my wife, family, friends, whatever. So now we're done. I'm going to take 2 seconds in this video just to tell you that I'm planning on doing printouts. I'm going to email links to Google Classroom assignments, but I'm also going to do printouts because I'm only going to get my kids 2 days a week. And I'm going to give them like workout QR codes so that they could do workouts when they're not with me, and then write short responses on how it made them feel. Like, did it make them feel good, happy, sad? But it'll be relative to, those are just short, quick examples off the top of my head. So you could use this on a printout, because some parents, they only use their iPhones, they don't really have computers. And they could just scan the code and it'll take them straight to the thing, because the more steps you give students and parents to do work, the less likely you are to get the work back. So making it simple, like a QR code where you take a quick picture, instead of typing in a URL with like, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, like over 25 digits, or scan a QR code, you're more likely to get them to do it by scanning the QR code. All right, thank you very much, and I hope this was a useful lesson.